Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this week's Smackdown live review. My opinion of this week's show kept changing. There was only 3 matches, which is kind of crazy. I suppose, you know, there was no squash matches or anything like that. They still got quite a bit of talent on screen, but that was also another of my problems. The fact that we had 2 of those matches as tag team matches, but not even a tag team versus a tag team. It was 2 tag teams versus 2 tag teams. And then in the other match, we had a load of women that tagged together. Was it Carmella and... I can't even remember now. Carmella and Natalia against Naomi and Nikki. It's pretty bad I can't remember considering there was only 3 matches. But the reason that I can't remember is that there was still quite a bit that happened. They really did manage to fill the time very well, considering there was only 3 matches. The show starts with Randy Orton, and I thought that he was fine, but this whole theme throughout the show of him trying to find Bray Wyatt, I wasn't on board with it. It just felt to me more of the same, and certainly Bray's kind of opening lines. Honestly, I stopped paying attention. Like, the show literally had started, and the second I saw Orton come out and then have an exchange with Bray Wyatt, I went and made a coffee, and I was like, yeah, I can't be doing with this. I am so cold on that feud. I'm not interested. But they might have turned it around at the end, so we'll get to that. Before I go into the first match and everything, I've got a few shout-outs. So, Jord95 Wrestling, who's got a great channel. If you get a chance to check him out, do it. I watch a few of his videos. So, shout-out to you, buddy. WWE Now and WWE Guy01. All of you guys and all of you that watch, really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate the support. So let's get to the first match. The Usos and the Ascension beat the Beauty and the Man Beast. I mean, that is just an awful name, isn't it? It's absolutely horrific. You can tell that WWE created that. These are the same people that came up with The Club, The Revival. Gargano and Ciampa are currently known as DIY. They have not got a history of coming up with good names. It was them and American Alpha. New entrants for the Usos. It was okay. It was okay. I've seen a few people online going, yeah, I really like it. It's really different. It's really cool. I just thought it was a bit flat. I just thought it was a bit like, I can't even remember how it goes. It's like TJ Perkins has got a new entrance, and I know exactly what that sounds like, what it looks like. I think it's wicked, right? It's got a computer game vibe to it. This one, I can't remember. It was like, I suppose in a way it's got like a gangster vibe to it, but not. One-legged crab won it for the Usos. It's kind of their go-to move now. And yeah, fine. I haven't got a problem with it. Match was fine. As I said though, it kind of. It furthered along a few storylines, but we're heading towards the Usos against Beauty and the Man Beast. I want the Usos to win that. I really don't want to be sitting here doing reviews saying, this week we saw Beauty and the Man Beast, and no. So I want the Usos to win. I think that the fact they've turned heel, they've got new music, they've got new kind of swag about them, I think put the titles on them. Rhino's going to have to go off to do his campaigning and his kind of political stuff soon anyway. So, yeah. And plus also, I think that Heath's over, you know, and he can continue to be over. He got a great response when he came out and when Rhino came out as well. So, I don't know, put him into, like, singles competition or find him a new partner. But... yeah, it was alright. Next we get Cena talking about wanting to be the 16-time champ, and he's on commentary later, and I thought he did absolutely brilliant. He's teasing, and they are teasing a heel turn. There's no 2 ways about it. The fact that he's, you know, this close to being the 16-time all-time record holder, the fact that he is delivering AAs on good guys at the end of the show, you know. I mean, like, he hit Dean Ambrose with an AA And I know they've had a match the other week, and like they are competitors, but it just feels like Cena of old would have maybe fought a little more to have not, hey man, look, we're on the same team here, wait until No Mercy. Whereas now it's just bang, AA, get out my way, I want that title. And he's starting to talk more about, I'm this close, and No Mercy's going to be real special. And I'm not saying he'll turn at No Mercy, but I think that because he's now part-timer, because WWE aren't relying on him as much, if you were going to turn him heel, now is the time. I know we've said that a million times before, but it really is. WWE can now survive without him. It's got AJ Styles, it's got Dean Ambrose, it's got, other talent. So I think it's coming. I really do. And I think a title reign is coming for him as well. But I don't know if that's No Mercy. I don't know. I mean, it could be. It could be they just do both. He turns heel and gets the title. I mean, that would be awesome. If you were booking SmackDown and you were to write down all the stuff that you could do, that would shock people, that would make an impact, because, this is still the early days of the brand split. You want to stand out, you want to be must-see. Cena heel turn's got to be pretty high up on your list of things to do, hasn't it? So, next we get, The Miz backstage getting people to cover up that LeBron James poster. I really enjoyed that. Carmella and Natalya beating Naomi and Nikki. Waste of time. The in-ring action was fine. It's always good to see Naomi's entrance, but there's got to be more to the women's division than this, and it was a waste of time. I think they kind of had all their other segments planned, and then they knew they were only going to have 3 matches. And so I think that's what happened this week, and I think they've just crammed what they can into these 3 matches. Orton comes across Eric Rowan, who I really hoped it was going to be Luke Harper, so I was disappointed with that. And this had like a Blair Witch kind of vibe to it, but it was good. It was fine. I can't sit here and say it was good. That'd be lying. It was better than the opening. So it was fine. But as I said, it does get good. Ziggler Miz, this was an awesome segment. More of the same. Ziggler coming out saying 1.3 million people greeted or celebrated the Cavaliers. And I get this. And the hashtag was Miz Homecoming. It was in Miz's home state, I believe. It might even have been his home city. I'm not 100%. Ziggler comes out and Miz says to him, look, I know what you're here for. You want one more match. I'm not going to do it, Unless are going to pack it in and call it a day, then forget it. And he leaves the ring. It's a nice interaction between the parents as well. And it's always great to see Miz's dad. He was a hero several years ago. So I wonder if Twitter will take to him again now that he's appeared another time. But that aside, Ziggler does put his career on the line. So at No Mercy, it's title against Ziggler's career. And Miz goes out of his way to say, let's make this clear. This isn't you going away for 30 days. This isn't you going down to NXT. This isn't you going to Raw. This is your career done. And Ziggler agrees. So, they've got to put the belt on Ziggler, haven't they? Surely everything's been building towards that. So, I expect Ziggler to win that title next week. Next up, we get Orton finding Bray Wyatt. Apparently, Bray Wyatt's scary lair has got ceiling tiles and a bit of a colourful floor as well, by the looks of things. It was, I think the camera gave a little bit too much away. So, yeah, clearly it's just a room in the back area. No great surprise. And Orton is there. He throws a few shots on Bray Wyatt, and then he puts the sheep mask back on and sits there. And he kind of goes a little weird. He starts singing, he's got the whole world, and he starts twisting his head, and then the camera cuts to Bray Wyatt sitting down. I mean, if Bray Wyatt's just been beaten up, I don't think he's going to get up and sit back down, so I don't know where that footage was from. But then it all started going very Blair Witch again with, music over Bray saying something, but you couldn't hear what he was saying, and I really liked it. I really liked that bit because it left me thinking, is Orton turning? Is Orton becoming a member of the Wyatt family? I think it's designed to make you think that. And I think they will still have a match at No Mercy. But yeah, it was an interesting dynamic. I just thought, I mean, like, for me, the Orton character is stale. You know, he's been away for so long, and he had that big loss to Brock Lesnar, and then he didn't show at Backlash. And now he's running around doing this. It's like some kind of Scooby-Doo thing. Then I think it would make more sense for him to do something different and exciting, and maybe if he goes and, you know, stands with Wyatt for a while, maybe he could be the missing piece that helps Wyatt get a championship or something like that. Just, you know, a couple of months. I just think that'd be really interesting. Maybe they put the belt on Ziggler, and then maybe Wyatt goes after Ziggler with Orton by his side. I'd be on board with that. And maybe that's how the match at No Mercy could go, you know. Maybe they fight and somehow Orton falls under Wyatt's spell, ends up lying down for him. I know it sounds stupid booking and you're kind of like, oh, that's a bit pie in the sky, but I just want something different. I just want something interesting. I don't know. Kurt Hawkins, I definitely know on this. No, get off my screen. Get off my screen. Absolutely hate it. Like, I'm passionately hating on this now. At first it was annoying. I'm not sure. I don't like the way they go. Now it's a no. I hate it. I'm done. Styles against Dean Ambrose, wicked. Thought it was really good. Some great urgency from Ambrose. This is the best he looked in a long time. So yeah, I was really impressed with what I saw. I knew that there wasn't going to change the title this close to the pay-per-view. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know why you would book it, because at the pay-per-view you've got Styles, Cena, Ambrose. So why would you have Styles against Ambrose in a one-on-one title match? It doesn't matter, because Ambrose could have won this and then he's got to go and defend it there anyway. So the timing felt wrong to me. And as a result, I was in no doubt that Styles would win, and I was, you know, John Cena was on commentary. What do you think's going to happen when John Cena's on commentary and is at ringside? Of course, he's going to get involved somehow. And I thought how they did it was pretty clever. It still, you know, didn't make John look like a complete, you know, idiot, or didn't make him look like a heel. So it was fine. The end was screwy. Handful of tights. AJ Styles wins. Cena gets in the ring. Again, you know, delivering AAs. AA to Styles, AA to Dean Ambrose, standing tall with the title. He's made his intentions very clear as to what he's after. And I think that's right, and I think it's fine, and I hope he gets it, to tell the truth. I'm not saying that he should get it now off Styles, but I do think they've put the title on Styles so that he will eventually drop it to Cena. Or certainly that's the impression I've got. Styles is a heel. And, you know, it makes sense for him to heel it up a bit and then for Cena to come in and, you know, he's already lost to Styles. So, and Styles is running around saying he beat John Cena, he's the new face that runs the place. It's all building Cena up to get his revenge, get his redemption. I just don't know if that's No Mercy or not. Don't know, it was interesting. I thought all in all the show was good. It was strong, you know. Again, there was no kind of weak segments. Even the matches that were just kind of thrown together still had something about them. I'd say the women's match was the worst of the three. Yeah, I'm just really excited for No Mercy. I think that's going to be another strong pay-per-view.